All right, folks. We are back here at Norcross High School in Norcross, Georgia, home of the Blue Devils for the second game of this tournament. We are playing against the Jackson County Panthers today, otherwise known as Jaxco, because Jackson County. They're on the far side of your screen in black. Again, we are South Forsyth High School, home of the War Eagle, and we are in white. The game will be starting here in just a few minutes. Looking forward to the game, as always. Hopefully a little bit less stressful than the last one. And I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. It is about game time. South Forsyth High School War Eagles versus the Jackson County Panthers here in Norcross, Georgia. Second game of this tournament. Looks like the game across from us went to a third set because they are still playing. That's the first game on the far side of the court there. All right, let's see what we got. Get our opening high fives in. Here we go, opening high fives. Go War Eagles! Go South! Woo! All right, Piper pulling the team into their team huddle. Making sure they make room for everybody. All right, here goes South Forsyth. All right, who do we got starting? Looks like we'll have the normal kind of Piper there. All right, what do we got here? All right, we have Haley, Cam, and Kiki in the front row there. In the back row, you have Maddie, Piper, and Sahidi. All right, we'll do the The ref will do the general check-in, make sure that the players are registered, that there's been nothing sneaky or shady. And then I imagine Piper will substitute out for Leah like last time. All right, ref's got some questions for Jackson County. Looks like he's not quite set. Updating the roster. Be just a minute here before the game gets started. In the meantime, South won their first set. If you're just joining us, extremely excited to have that. Very stressful, especially the second set, but they won their first match, so that is phenomenal. All right, Leah and Piper substituting out as expected. Your front row, number 20, Haley, number 4, Cam, and number 29, Kiki. Your back row, number 1, Maddie. Number 3 in the blue, our libero, Leah. And then number 11, Sahidi, will be our opening server. Jaxco ready, home of the Panthers. Just waiting for the ref now, talking to the other ref. Here we go. All right, cleared to serve. And we are underway here in set 1. Number 10 in Jackson County, 23 to 8-8. How high is that net, folks? Too high. First point, War Eagles draw first blood. Sahidi again. Nice solid serve, handled by 3. 3 to 23, 23 to 6. 6 pops it to Leah. Leah gives it to Sahidi. Sahidi gives it to Kiki. Kiki pushes it over, hits the line. Oh! I mean, he's definitely got a better point of view than I do, except he's a Panther parent, so maybe he's biased. Looked good to me. All right, 23 serves. Really good serve. Number 11 calls it to Maddie. Maddie, the net's a little too high for Maddie on that one. There's the serve. Leah, a diving attempt to get there. Kiki also attempts to get there while simultaneously trying to kill the line judge in the other game. So I like that. That's fun. 1 to 3. Coach Rachel talking. All right, Kiki there. Kiki to Sahidi. Sahidi to Cam. Cam put it over. Here comes the return. Both girls up, get the block, and our point. I'm sure block's actually technically correct there, but you get the idea. There's the serve. Good serve by Kiki. Leah to... Ooh, I'm getting my names all messed up right now. All right, here comes the return. Good. Oh, good save from Leah. Leah over to Sahidi. Sahidi to Maddie. Oh, a little too far out. All right, here comes Jackson County number 3. We had a substitution. 14 Kylie's now in. Good attempt at a dive from Maddie. Panther point though. 2 to 5. South needs to settle down, get back in this one. 2 to 5. Leah handles that perfectly. Up to Sahidi. Sahidi to Maddie. Maddie with a good spike. Handled by the Panthers. Number 4 returns it cross court. This time over to Kylie. Kylie to Sahidi. Sahidi to Ryan. No, Haley. Haley gets the kill. All right, Leah's now serving. Your back row is Kylie and Sahidi. Your front row is Piper, Maddie, and an ace. How high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, my entire roster is all screwed up right now, so loving that. That was sarcasm. All right, Panthers serve. Right at number 14, Kylie. Kylie pops it over to 20, Haley. Haley sent it over the net. Now 11, Sahidi. Over to Piper. Piper with a hit. Piper goes up for the block. Not quite there. Diving attempt. Almost a save from Piper. Might have been a save, actually. But it's a Panther point. 4-7. Panther serve. Number 14, Kylie there. She sent it right back over the net. 25 returns it. Kylie's there. This time to Sahidi. Sahidi to Haley. Haley not quite able to get there. 4-8. War Eagles starting to lose control of this one as Jackson County does well. All right, Kylie pops it up to Piper. Piper to Maddie. Maddie cross court with a kill! Maddie gets the kill, going all the way across the court. Great set by Piper, right in to the Maddie hit. All right, let's see if I can get my roster squared back away. Haley with the serve. Number 3 on the Panthers handle it. 23 behind the 4. 4 with a cross spike. But right there is Kylie. Kylie to Sahidi. Sahidi to Maddie. Maddie able to keep her foot on our side of the line just barely. Leah's there this time. Sahidi pops it to Piper. Piper from her back foot does get it in. Here comes the return. Jackson County. How high is that net, folks? Too high. There was a lot going on there. Good volley by both teams. Here comes Haley again. Oh, they're barely able to handle that one. They're gonna. No, they're not. Both of them thinking the other one would get. Number 20, Haley again. Oh, it's gonna be hard. And that's another point. She called it, wasn't quite able to handle it. All right, there's the serve. That is long. Good thing Kylie pulled our hands down. All right, that puts the War Eagles ahead 9-8. Haley again. Leah makes it there in time. Sahidi to Maddie. Maddie, oh, a little too powerful. Goes back out, ties it 9-9. We have a double substitution. Sahidi and Ashley. No, Sahidi and... Okay. Somewhere I'm screwed up here. 6-20. Lost the name. I think my app's got a little busted. Leah pops that though. Number 6 sends it. Number 8 tried. Ooh, good effort by number 8. Not quite able to get there. Number 6. 6 over to number 8. 8 with a good spike. Kylie. To Samaya. Samaya. They get it over the net. All right. Jackson can. Oh, Maddie tried to get there, then pulled back at the last minute thinking that it wouldn't be hers. And then it turned out it needed to be. .14 with a good dive and dig. Piper and Maddie. Piper takes it and gets the kill. Good play there. .29, 8, and 5 in the back. Leah and Samaya, and then Maddie to serve. All right, there's the serve. Good serve by Maddie. They do push it over and they, oh, maybe. Oh, valiant effort. Not quite able to get it. All right, Maddie and Ashley substitute. Pro link. Woo! War Eagles get the point due to a foot fault. All right, there's Piper's serve. Good serve over, handled by the Panthers. Panthers get ready to return it. Good hard hit right at Ashley. Ashley handles it when we have time called due to a ball on the field. And a second ball on the field. All right, good serve. Here we go again. They're going to return that block fight at the net. Not able to quite handle it. Number 4, Cam, does the best she can. That's a Jackson Panthers ball, 11-14. All right, here comes the serve. Good hard serve hit right at number 4, Cam. Leah dives for it, can't quite get there. Ooh, good hit by number 8. Oh, they're barely able to save it, but they do. Jackson returns it. That time to Ashley. Ashley to number 6. Samaya. Samaya to number 4, Cam. And it's a Panthers point. All right, folks, I am having a lot of trouble today with the roster. I don't know if the app's got a bug in it, but I feel like I keep losing players. And since I don't know their names, I can't easily fix it. Hopefully coming out of this, we can get me back on track, which will let me do a better job announcing today. Right now, scores 11-16. Panthers are ahead. Coach Rachel giving a little bit of tips to the team. All right, in the back row, we have Kiki, Ashley, and Leah. In the front row, we have Cam, Samaya, and the name I'm waiting on, who I thought was Ashley, but then I got told Ashley. I don't know. It gets confusing. Because Ashley's supposed to be 8 or 18, according to what I have, but then there's no player 10, so it's confusing. But we're going to watch the game now. Number 18 for the Panthers to serve. There's the serve. Number 10 handles it. 10 pops it to 6, Samaya. Samaya to Leah. Leah sends it over. Here comes the county return. Oh, but how high is that net, folks? It's too high. All right, 8 and 11 are substituting, so that puts Sahidi in. 6, Samaya is substituting with Haley, number 20. So up front, we have Haley, Cam, and Kiki. And in the back, we have Ashley, Leah, and Sahidi. All right, Sahidi's serve. Nice serve. Oh, they were able to handle it. Number 20 gets up there, pushes it over. Panthers were able to handle that, and they return it almost. Oh, they do find the hole. Despite Ashley's attempt to dive and make it there, the Panthers found the hole. Coach Rachel giving some feedback on placement. And now we have a double substitution for the Panthers. 17 for them, 12 for us. All right, here we go, folks. Number 23 for the Panthers serves. Good serve. Leah handles it. Neither of her able to even get there, and that is an ace for the Panthers. All right. Here we go. Good serve. Leah handles it. Pops it up to 11. Sahidi. Sahidi gives it behind her to Kiki. Kiki hits it into the net, gets pushed back, and we do not get that point. 12-19. Oh, that's an ace. Timeout, War Eagles. This is going to be a lot about trying to calm them down, recenter them. They're just struggling with returning the service a little bit this match. When it comes to volleys, no real trouble being able to keep up or even outplay the opposing team. But when it comes to those serves, we're struggling a little bit. One of the things that's interesting about Coach Rachel's style versus like Coach Cajun that we were watching for Pro Link last season is Coach Rachel much more calm, much more matter of fact, where Coach Cajun much more animated. I don't want to say angry because that's not what it is, but her style is much more relaxed, much more hand movements, but very little else. All right. Leah handles that, gives it to Sahidi. Sahidi sends it to Haley, who sends it over the net. Panthers are getting ready to return it. Here comes the return. Leah's right there this time, pushes it up. Number 11 gets there. Number 20 tried. Good effort. But a 21st point for Jackson. Really good effort by Haley there, trying to one arm force it across the net. Hard hit, 29. Tries to take out a parent with the handling of that. Not quite able to do so. She was eating too. It would have been very entertaining to watch the, looks like Chick-fil-A go flying everywhere. We're at a 10-point deficit right now. Leah pops that beautifully. Number 11 gives it to 29. 29's got to send it all the way over. Unfortunately, not able to do so as it was outside the court bounds. All right, 12 to 23. Number 10 to 11 to 3. Good spike by Leah from the back. There, number 3 returns it. Good save by Ashley, number 10. Oh, but 5 or 6 gets the kill, finding the hole in the middle by sending it straight back over. Good volley attempts by all involved. All right, this is set point. There's the serve. Leah pops it up. Number 11 gets there in time. Number 20, Haley sends it over. Good communication. Leah's there, though. 11, Sahidi. Sahidi to Haley. Haley puts it over. Panthers return it. Nice float, easy. Leah calls for it. That's to Sahidi. Sahidi behind her to Kiki. Got a good volley going here. Good, strong hit. Finds the hole, and they win the first set. 25 to 12. Rough first set for South. And I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, folks, I'm back. And good news, I now have the sorted out roster. Somehow, player 2, Cassidy, ended up with uniform 8, which is the missing number 8 that Ashley's supposed to be wearing. So, now that I know that, I've got it updated in the app here, and that will hopefully make life a whole lot easier. Piper is waving to everybody, saying hi, jumping. Hopefully, if you're watching, you saw it. You're all excited now. All right, so right now your back row, which will change in just a few minutes, I'd imagine, is Haley, Piper, and Maddie. And your front row is Cam. I think that's Kiki. And Sahidi. Yep, that is Cam, Kiki, and Sahidi. Ashley, Maddie, and now Leah, as Piper is substituted out. The Panthers will serve first here in the second set. And we are absolutely looking for a great comeback here. All right, Coach Rachel reminding her team, be ready to receive. All right, ref has signed off on the rosters, signed off on the current rotation. Panthers to serve first. Set 2 cleared to begin. First set, right at Maddie. Maddie pops it to Leah. Leah sends it high over to Sahidi. Sahidi behind the back bump. Great job. Panthers getting ready to return. That is long and out. First point goes to the War Eagles. That was much closer than it should have been. It looks like Maddie agrees that that was closer than she would have liked to let pass. But it was a good call. Sahidi's first serve sent over. Outside hitter. Gets bumped, runs down the net. And not quite able to be handled by the War Eagles. That ties it up at 1-1. We have a substitution for the Panthers. All right, here comes the serve. Right at Maddie. Maddie handles it. Sahidi takes it. Sahidi over to Leah. Leah with a great bump sends it all the way to the back of the court. Here comes the return. Again, attempt at a block. Bounces off her left hand, rolls down, and falls in. Now, from a rules perspective, would not have mattered because she made contact on the net. So even if it had rolled out, it still would have been a Panther point where they're now winning 1-2. Leah handles it. Sahidi's there, pushes it over, which was unexpected, but the Panthers recover. Sahidi to Leah. Leah pops it behind her. That was close by Haley, but still good to go. Okay, perfect. Oh, good backup by Haley. Unfortunately bumps it out, but good backup to be behind the two blockers that were at the net. All right, we're underway. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi over to Haley. Haley, unfortunately spikes it right into the net. Good effort and good power behind that one. One to 4. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi goes behind her to Kiki. Kiki cross court, handled by the Panthers. Here comes the return. Good little bump, but Leah's there. Sahidi this time goes to the far side to Haley. Haley, good spike. Panthers able to handle it, though. Leah dives and fills in the hole. Haley sends it over. Back row spike right at Leah. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi pops it to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. The volley continues. Oh, short push, but Kiki's there. Gets her hands on it with the backwards over the back bump. Here comes the return. That's Haley. Oh, Haley sets it towards the middle, and no one's there. Panther point. Oh, how high is that net, folks? Too high. War Eagle point. All right, that gives Kiki a chance to serve. Your front row is Maddie, Cam, and Haley. Good serve by Kiki. Diving save by them. Oh, Sahidi hits it slightly off the side of her arm, sends it flying, and Leah's not able to handle it. Panther point. We have a timeout being called by the War Eagles. Ends up having to have Maddie make the call for the timeout, as the ref was not seeing Coach Rachel trying to make the call. This is almost certainly a calm down conversation again. I'm trying to watch pretty closely here and see if I can understand what she's saying. And she is actually telling them to slow down and to focus, calm down, know your steps, be where you need to be, right? Yeah, so this is about getting back to basics. This is about getting back to your original position after you make contact with the ball. This is about making sure that you know what the next step is, the next play, thinking one ahead. Yeah. So that's what this is going to be about. This is about trying to get them back to focus, back on knowing where to go next. Looks like there is some confusion with the girls as they're having a conversation about. So there's a couple girls that were asking questions there. So there might be some confusion on the rotation or where to fall back to when the time is right. But we'll see if that played out or if that makes the difference in the set. Panthers are going to serve now as the timeout has ended. Maddie handles that. Over to Sahidi. Sahidi sends it behind her to Kiki, who sends it over the net. This time they're going to their outside hitter. Outside hitter sends it right to Kiki. Kiki to Sahidi. Sahidi to number 4, Cam, who unfortunately hits it into the net. 2-7. All right, Panthers to serve again. Leah handles that. Sahidi, this time to Maddie. Maddie, cross court. Number 10 barely, does handle it. Maddie and Cam both trying hard at the net to be able to get that back over. Unable to do so. We now have a substitution. That substitution is Kylie, number 14, coming in for Kiki, number 29. Panthers to serve. Leah's right there. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi behind her to Kylie. Kylie puts it right over. Panthers able to return it. Diving attempt at a save. Not quite able to get there for Kylie. Good try, though. Good effort. Two to 9. Panthers to serve. Kylie's right there. Sends it right back over the net. Panthers going behind him. Flat-footed. Oh, with the block, number 4. 20-11, and Cam's number 4 sends it over. Push over. Leah and Kylie both going for the ball. Unfortunately, that caused some confusion on the play, and it fell in between, or fell by the net. Maddie not able to get there. Coach Rachel telling a couple of the players they were out of position. All right, there's the serve. Kylie handles that, sends it right back over the net. Panthers this time, outside hitter. Right at Leah. Leah handles it Just, yeah. Maddie ends up putting it over the net. All right, here comes their inside hitter. Inside hitter hits it way wide, giving the Eagles the ball back. War Eagles. Cam and Piper substituting. That makes your front row looks like Haley, Maddie, and Piper. Leah serves. Good serve by Leah. High pop. Outside hitter takes it, but Leah's right there. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi to Piper. Piper sends it back. Is it in? Oh! Oh, we had a net call overrule the fact that it was out, giving the War Eagles the point. That's what we like to see. We'll take that. Leah to serve. Ooh, unfortunately, Leah ended up getting under that ball and not getting any lift on it, more spinning it than anything. Double substitution on the Panthers side. All right, here we go. Panthers to serve. Ooh, how high is that net? Too high. All right, number 20, Haley to serve. Good serve over the net, handled by the Panthers. Panthers get ready to return from their center hitter. Kylie, number 14, not quite able to handle it. Sahidi has a little bit of fun playing it as it bounced off the benches. We now have a substitution. Haley and Samaya are substituting. And Sahidi and, can't quite see the number, 9, and Ryan will be substituting. All right, so now we have, there's the return. Oh, Kylie and Leah not quite communicating with each other on who was going to take that, results in a Panther point. All right, number 9 gets the kill. Ryan with the kill. App won't let me call that, so. All right, now serving is Maddie. Who do we got up front now? All right, Maddie, good serve. Handled, not handled. We're going to call that an ace for Maddie. Took me a minute to get the app to agree with me. All right, Maddie to serve again with a score of 7-13. Cross court, number 17 handles it. Going back to number 17 on the hit, pushes it over. Maddie lets it go, and it is out. Good call. Good serve by Maddie. That's, we're going to call it an ace. I'm always a little generous with that. But that's an ace. Up front right now, you have Kiki, Piper, and Ryan. You have Leah and Samaya in the back. Maddie serves again. It's going to be a little long. Oh, unfortunately, they didn't go for it. 9-14. All right, they are cleared to serve. Leah's right there. Leah to Samaya. Samaya to Kiki. Ooh, unfortunately, Kiki catches it on the edge and sends it flying the other direction. Ooh, not a good serve. We'll take that point. All right, now Piper serving. Good serve by Piper. Handled, sent right back over. Number 9's there. Number 4 sends it over. Their outside hitter. Piper dives and saves it. Number 6, didn't quite get it over the net. Didn't quite get it under the net. Good attempt all the way around. Double substitution, holding up traffic a little bit here. All right, on the court, front row, left to right, we have Cam, Samaya, and then Ryan. In the back row, left to right, we have Kiki, Ashley, and Leah. All right, there's your serve. Leah handles it. That's to Ashley, who moves it forward. And then Samaya sends it over the net. Good teamwork there. Here comes the return. Outside hitter. Spikes it hard. Leah couldn't touch it despite her efforts. And that's good because it was way out. All right. Looks like Ryan and Sahidi are substituting. And Samaya and Haley are substituting. All right, here comes Sahidi with the serve. 11-16 right now. Good serve right down the line. Handled. They're going to return that just barely. And there's Sahidi again to Leah. To Kiki, who hit it hard and gets a kill. All right, that makes it 12-16. Good serve again. Popped high, right and center. Outside hitter's going to take it. I think she caught the top of the net. I didn't see a block there, but it is a 13-point by the War Eagles. All right, 13-16. Sahidi serves again. Outside, has to move it back to the center. That's going to be hard. They're there, though. Haley pops it up to Sahidi. Sahidi gives it to Kiki, who sent it perfectly back over the line. Leah's there, seeing where they were going for. Sahidi there again. This time to Cam, who puts it over. Sneak attack. Sahidi, Leah. Leah over to Haley. Haley with a good spike back towards the back corner. Here comes the return. Leah pops it straight up. Sahidi is there with the bump. Kiki sends it flying over. All right, here comes the spike. Good spike. Unfortunately, found the hole between Sahidi and Ashley. Hard-earned point, but the Panthers get it. All right, here comes the Panthers to serve. Leah's right there. Good thinking by Sahidi to move it back a little bit. Unfortunately, Kiki jumped a little too early, or the ball floated a little too long. 18th point to the Panthers. Looks like Coach Rachel telling that was caused by hitting off the edge of the arm. Sahidi pops it behind her. 29, learning from last time, immediately putting it to good use. Here comes the return. Leah's there. Sahidi to Haley. Haley sends it towards the back. Panthers are going to return it with their outside. This time Sahidi to Leah. Leah to Haley. Haley again. Good exchange. Good volley going between these two teams right now. Here comes the return. Leah. Sahidi. Sahidi this time to Cam. Cam put it right over. And they can't handle it. Good volley exchange between the two teams, and the War Eagles come out on top with that one. All right, ball served. Kiki got a great serve on that. They are able to handle it. They return it. Ooh, lost names. Oh, good try. Both Ashley and Kiki going for the ball. Unfortunately, neither able to get there. All right, we have a double substitution for South. All right, looks like your front row is Sahidi, Haley, and Cam. Your back row is Maddie, Leah, and Kylie. Maddie, good cross-court spike. Is it in? Oh, a little long. So close. 20 for the Panthers, 14 for the War Eagles. All right, 14, Kylie to Leah. Leah to Maddie. Maddie, cross court. It's going to be a challenge for them. They're able to handle it. Over the back return. Almost finds the hole, but Leah digs it out. Cross court. Good spike by, I think that was Haley. Barely makes it over. And really only because Camo dove and the net slowed it down just enough so that her dive was too early. Whew, that was a rough one. 14 to 21. All right, good serve. Leah dives, gets there in time, sends it right back over the net. Here comes the return. Going up for the block. They're there for the block. Good job. All right. Behind her, that sends it over. Good job by Haley. Haley pops it up. Cam tries to get there and push it over. Not quite able to do so. 14-22. Little rough on that one. Good efforts. All right, we're at 14-22. Jackson County Panthers. This time right to Maddie. Maddie pops it. Leah pops it again. Maddie gets a chance to spike it, but it gets blocked by 25 and 4 on the Jackson County side. $18 from the Panthers going to serve again. The score 14 War Eagles, 23 Panthers. Oh, but that's a point for the War Eagles because that net is too high. Good serve from Leah. Gets popped. 24 sets it back row number 10. Number 10 hits it hard and way long. 16-point War Eagles. Your front row right now, Piper, Maddie, and Haley. Your back row, Sahidi, Kylie, with Leah serving. Leah gets to serve. That's in. That's an ace. Leah with another ace today. 17-23. Good serve by Leah. Outside hitter's going to return it. Leah's right there for the dive. Oh, unfortunately, Kylie wasn't quite able to get there. That makes this both set and match point for the Panthers. 17 for the War Eagles, 24 for the Panthers. Panthers making a double substitution. As the kids these days would say, the War Eagles need to lock in. All right, there's the serve. Handled perfectly by Kylie. Kylie to... Oh! And that is the 25th point to end the set and the match. Appreciate you all watching. We'll be back sometime later today as the tournament continues. We don't yet have that